Welcome to the Cuddy D Show, everyone. My name is Steve, and once again, a fabulous show we have in store for you again tonight. But before we begin, it's time to introduce the panel. And once again, Vicky. What's up, Vicky?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing out there?
We're ready to do it again. And next off, we have J-Dog.
J-Dog in the house.
Jay, didn't you recently do something one thing that you wanted to do for a long time?
Yes.
What was it? Share it with the millions. What you did.
Got your belly button pierced?
I was in
your belly button pierced.
Yeah.
No?
She's in the right vicinity.
Yeah. We're not asking to see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was very honored to be able to be in the movie, Andy, and my character was Habib the terrorist. So that's why I looked at the part that I do tonight.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it's all about.
I thought you were going to mention the Kentucky Derby. That's where I was going.
Let me tell you, Andy,
Okay.
the Kentucky Derby was fun.
Did you go?
I was there.
Oh, cool.
I was able to. That's another thing checked off of my bucket list.
Okay.
I was able to be there at the Kentucky Derby. It was a fun experience, a fun trip. I'll tell you, they close off the streets like in Louisville right there.
Okay.
It's like a small Mardi Gras.
Wow,
It's really amazing. You know what some of the entertainment was at night? Just sitting out there in front of the hotel, watching all the drunks just trying to come by, and if they're gonna fall on that side, or if they're gonna fall on the street, whatever.
Did it wind up raining for the race?
Yes, it
did.
rained for the race. The track was sloppy.
Yeah.
Got a little, wet, but it was fine. Everything.
But just the experience,
the experience of being
Derby,
there,
right?
Yeah, it was just like I said. It was a great experience because as people know, I'm a great lover of thoroughbred racehorses.
Oh, okay.
I think they're a fantastic athletic animal, and they. I just enjoy them.
Yeah.
I have a passion for them. I enjoy watching them. I'm a very good handicapper, Andy.
Okay.
So that's always a good thing. I want to win money.
I agree. Is it true that they do inject thoroughbred horses, racing horses, with steroids?
Well, they're not supposed to. There's certain drugs that are, they're not supposed to. Lasix is one thing that they do, though. But they're monitored. It's just a certain amount that you can actually give the horse.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It just.
Well,
but some unscrupulous trainers,
Yeah.
they do those nasty things to the horse. They push the limit,
Yeah.
but they get caught sometimes.
They get caught.
Oh yeah, some of these trainers are suspended. They're fined, and and they should be, rightfully so. They're not helping the horse.
No.
Funny story. Last week I was at Monmouth Park. It was opening weekend. I was there on a Sunday.
Okay.
And in the last race of the day, this horse, after they ran over the finish line, the horse just falls out.
Oh.
Just fell out.
Yeah.
And the jockey goes flying, because, thoroughbred racehorses can race up to 38 miles per hour. That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
With a jockey with no protection, with a little jockey cap, and probably much protection that I'm wearing tonight.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we all think, the poor horse, he probably died or whatever the case may be. And we're looking down, at the horse. And next thing you know, all of a sudden they start spraying the horse with a hose, watering him down.
Yeah.
After about 10 seconds, all of a sudden, the horse makes a miraculous recovery, and all of a sudden just gets up and like nothing happened. And the handler gets him and just starts, is he okay? The doctor, the veterinarian there, is he okay? And he just walked him back to his barn like nothing happened.
What did they spray him with?
I don't know what they sprayed him with.
Like Miracle Grow or something?
I don't know.
He was dehydrated.
Yeah, he's dehydrated.
Oh.
And that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
He probably was dehydrated,
Okay.
just fell out because, like I said, when they race around there, they're going all out.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And a lot of energy. And he just went down. I thought he was gone.
Wow.
And then for them to bring him back like that, and everyone in the track, everyone started clapping.
Wow.
Such a great thing to see.
Well, I'm happy that the horse came through.
I am too. And the jockey, by the way, he looked a little sore, but he was fine too.
Who cares about the jockey?
Yeah, right.
That's all. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're able to experience that in your life.
Yes, thank you.
Because you are getting up in your years. We don't know how much longer you have to live.
Yeah. Well, I look pretty good for 92, don't I?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, let's get into the first topic of someone who might not live to reach 92.
Oh.
This first guy, remember in the summertime, here we go. James Holmes, the 25-year-old man who dressed up as the Joker on July 20th, remember, in the movie theater, that killed 12 people and wounded nearly 60 others at the premiere of the latest Batman film. He has now offered the court a plea of guilty and be jailed for life to avoid the death penalty. And word has it is he's going to plead insanity. So has it really gotten to the point with our judicial system that you go on a rampage, go wacko and kill people, all you got to do is plead insanity and you just go to some psych ward for 6 months and you're out? I mean, it's like, I've always said our judicial system is a complete hypocrisy. I mean, it's like, should this guy actually be granted insanity? He's insane. Oh, okay, send him to, a psych ward and have him go to, psychiatric hospital for a while and stuff like that. I mean, it's like, is there certain cases where you shouldn't even be, if you are legally insane, I guess they have, psychiatrists, psychologists to legally label them as such, right? So, it's...
Well, even if he's insane, which he clearly is for what he did...
I guess he has to be.
Why does that mean that he doesn't get the death penalty? For something, it was so
It's
atrocious
drastic.
what he did, and he was caught in the act. He was caught, pretty much red-handed. So in that case, it's like, I don't understand why we'd have to jail him for life.
And it's not one person. He killed 12 people.
Right.
And 60 others were they were hurt. They were shot too, but they just didn't die.
When there's a jury by trial by jury, and the jury decides their guilt, then I'm not as keen of, proposing the death penalty.
Yeah,
But
okay.
something like that, he clearly was guilty. So I don't.
Yeah.
Insane or not insane,
Yeah, 12 people.
Yeah, but you know what I want to know, Andy?
What?
Where the hell was Batman? He's
Where was Batman?
He's supposed to protect people and everything.
And he came dressed as the Joker.
And the Joker's one of his, nemesis. And if you read the comic books and the shows, he always got the last laugh. So I blame Batman. He didn't do his job.
It's kind of interesting that he chose Robin and not Batman, or Joker and not Batman.
Well, yeah, that's right. Because Batman he was going there to see Batman. That's right. Yeah.
But
so Batman should have saved all those people.
Yeah.
I blame it all on Batman.
Blame it all on Batman.
He screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait. But Joker is the bad guy
He's
in
the
the
bad
risk.
guy.
So
Joker,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, I get it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got it now?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that makes
Well, he
sense.
would have thrown everybody for a loop if he did go there as Batman
Yeah.
and then killed people.
Well,
As the
that
Joker.
would've been bad.
He played. I guess he played the part and the role when going there as Joker, as the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the
But-
Joker is the bad guy in all the films and everything.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is, it's like either way, if he doesn't get the death penalty, he's gonna be in jail for a long time, and that's another. I think it's up to like $50,000 a year to house an inmate. So think of all the money that we're all gonna have to pay this guy to be in jail after killing 12 people.
Yeah. And you know what his punishment should be? Put a television with a video in his, cell, wherever he is, and just continuously for the rest of his life run the Batman movie. For the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He's got to continue to see the Batman movie.
Yeah.
And every time his eyes start to close, smack him and wake him up.
And at the end
Pour
of
water on him.
And at the end of every show, have Batman and Robin kill the Joker.
There you go. See, we got it all figured out. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with everybody else.
That's right. That's what we do here.
We tell it like it is.
We tell it like it is, exactly. All right, here we go. Topic number 2. Recently, there has been discussions on weighing the release of older felons in prison. Well, let's stick with the prison thing. The number of prisoners over age 50 in New Jersey state prisons has jumped nearly 90% since 2000. There are now nearly 3,000 older prisoners in the state's 8 adult correctional institutions. And the average cost for the elderly inmates runs about $71,000, nearly double the cost compared to younger inmates. So, do we just let them out because they're older and just hope that, and just think, they're older, they're not going to commit crimes anymore? It's like, how absurd is that? So you get 20 years, 30 years, shouldn't you serve your time? It doesn't matter. How is that? That's silly to me. Silly to me. You're older, so you should be let out.
There's a theory behind that, Andy. You know what it is? The older they get, they're coming up to Social Security age, right?
Yeah.
You throw them in prison, they don't have to pay them Social Security.
So keep them in prison.
Yeah.
But they're talking about letting them out.
Letting him out.
Well, if they let them out, that's another whole story. I wouldn't let them out. If they did something, they deserve to be punished.
I think it depends on the severity of the crime. If they raped somebody, if they were a child molester, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were younger when they committed it and it was, I don't know, they stole something from a store and they served 10 years. Okay, fine. Maybe if they received any rehabilitation, possibly.
Yeah.
But I think it's a case-by-case thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Obviously, the severity of it. I mean, yeah, hell no, you're not being let out. You know, so.
And how many of these guys are old potheads that are just out there getting caught doing their drugs and stuff like that, and they're like 8-time losers by convicted by drugs, and they have to throw them in prison because there's no place else to put them. Yeah. I mean, addiction is a disease. It shouldn't be a punitive type of a thing. So, but I bet you that's part of the deal too. It doesn't make sense. Why would they be? Why would the 90% you said more over 50 now than so many years ago?
There is 90%. But yeah, the state prisons over age 50, it's jumped 90%. Since 2000, the year 2000.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
I think they're shot out. That's what I would look at.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my theory.
Well, case by case basis, but good point. They get out, so as long as they worked in their lifetime, they're going to be granted Social Security.
Yeah,
and that's going to go against our federal budget, which is also again going to tap in our wallets, your wallets, everybody watching the show. So but I think you said it best, Vicky. It's a case by case. That's the thing. I mean, up here, severity, your butt is in there, but down here, maybe alcoholism or drug addicts. I mean, try to give them outpatient, rehab and all that. So help them out with that.
And why does it cost more money to treat older people?
Well, they probably get sick more often.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So we gotta pick
more enemas.
Yeah.
Come on.
So either way, we're actually paying more for them in there too.
Yeah.
For medical. So either way, we're screwed anyway. We're going to pay more for him in jail.
Right.
But with safety reasons, I'd rather pay more to have his butt or her butt in jail, so they don't do any more crimes out here. Keep us safe.
Yeah, it would be cheaper though with Social Security because you figure they're only making about $15,000 a year on Social Security. Most people.
Oh yeah.
And we're paying $71,000 for 1 year in jail.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper if they come out. Give them Social Security.
Well, let's talk about somebody now that needs to go to jail.
Uh-oh.
Actually, two girls, celebrities. Lindsay Lohan. She dodged jail time once again. She was ordered to attend rehab again. She went on to say that ordering her to attend rehab to the judge was a joke and it's pointless. Meanwhile, actress Reese Witherspoon, like a week later, she mouthed off to an Atlanta state trooper because the trooper arrested her husband, who was driving under the influence of drugs. And she went on to say to the trooper, "Do you know my name?"
And what did the trooper say? You're a candy bar, Reese?
Well, I think they gave him a fine and let him go. Any of us gets pulled over for DUI, driving while intoxicated, bye-bye license for a year, surcharges up the butt, insurance is going up and all this stuff.
I would have said, yeah, sure, you're Reese Witherspoon. Now put your hands behind your back.
Exactly. I mean, does being a celebrity entitle you to break the laws?
Well, and look, with Lindsay Lohan, she's not to the point that she's ready for rehab. That's why it's not working for her, because she doesn't think she has a problem yet. And it's only going to help her when she's at the point that she's ready for it. So if she's not ready for it, that's why she's saying it's
so she hasn't hit rock bottom?
No.
And being a celebrity, she may never hit rock bottom.
Well, because she keeps getting opportunities. The last time she was, I don't know if it was jailed or in rehab, she got out and wound up doing was it a Lifetime movie? I think Liz and Dick. She got. I think
Lindsay
she played.
Lohan?
I think was that her? She played Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, that's right. She did. That's right.
So
exactly.
So she got that job. So there's still. I mean, if she's still able to find work, then
you know what? I think you hit it again.
No, I was just gonna say I think Lindsay Lohan needs to go to jail. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because she's just after a while, if you're not, I mean, she's now making a mockery of the judicial system.
Oh
so after a while, you got to just burn somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, and that in my mind, I would put her in jail for a while. Let her learn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's two people to blame: the judicial system, and then, like you said, she keeps getting hired. It's almost like we all know it in the media and the celebrityism. Negativity sells. I mean, it's like Elizabeth Taylor. She probably has 4 other roles that she's waiting to do shows. These big time network executives, directors, they all want her.
Yeah.
And this, you never know. Crazy things like this is upping her stock. Right? Yeah. So we should probably just start driving drunk, getting pulled over, doing crazy things,
And
and that's the way to get it.
And Lindsay, I think, has said that the best thing for her is to keep working.
Keep working.
Keep working.
Okay.
Well, she's got to be comatose during the time she's working. Then.
Yeah. Another valid point.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Hey,
I guess the old thing. You know, we don't hate the player.
Yeah.
Hate the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
True.
my boy's
Whatever.
coming back on TV.
Who?
My boy Jack Bauer.
Oh, 24. That's
coming back in 2014.
Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, that's right.
That was my favorite all-time show, 24, back in the day.
Wow.
That was only maybe 5 years ago, 4
Okay,
or 5
yeah.
years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
But they announced that they're going to do in 2014 a whole series of, just for the 1 year, I guess they're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But they're doing the whole 24 thing again.
Oh,
Love
nice.
that show.
Never watched.
I'll be there. Never watched it?
No.
First of all, I think Kiefer Sutherland's a great actor. And in this, and he even stated that the role that he plays, Jack Bauer, in 24, he stated is just one of the best, roles that he could have ever had. So,
It's like a suspense thriller,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's cool though. It's I'm glad to see it coming back.
Okay.
Don't bother me on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I got a gripe against People Magazine. People Magazine, you see the cover of it recently? People Magazine just named 40-year-old Gwyneth Paltrow the world's most beautiful woman.
What?
Gwyneth Paltrow, 40 years. I'm nothing against her age, of course, but the most beautiful woman. I mean, my thing is, why do they always? I mean, I understand they always have to pick a celebrity and stuff like that. I mean, it's like maybe change the title, world's most beautiful, maybe celebrity woman and stuff like that, because we all know that here on the Cuddy D Show, we are in showbiz now. So why not none other than Vicky?
Aww.
Why
There
not
you go,
Vicky?
see?
Then Gwyneth
Thanks.
Paltrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm offended.
I'll even take Angelina Jolie with no boobs.
She is a dog.
You know? Angelina Jolie, come on, Annie.
Wait. You say dog and you like her.
Well, she's pretty. I think she's
Ooh.
pretty. You don't think she's
Interesting.
pretty?
I think she's.
Well, let's
right.
get a female
that's
person.
wait,
Let's
that's
get a
actually-
female
I don't like her at all.
That's a great point, though, because I was going to say to that story is it's all a matter of opinion. World's most beautiful, and the editors, of the magazine, they get together and it's all you put 10 different people in the room and try to come up with their most beautiful person. They're going to come up with somebody completely different.
Oh yeah.
But I can think of 40 other women that are prettier than Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. She's just like a plain Jane type person to me. There's nothing. She doesn't have any features that really wow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like. I don't know. Maybe she's sleeping with
I was just
one
going
of
to
the
say
publishers or
maybe she
something.
paid him,
Well,
Maybe she paid him off.
slipped him a little.
Yeah, or something, But
Few bills.
once again, I disagree with People Magazine. It's like it's a while ago. They come up with that like every year and something like that. And I remember other times bashing them. I don't know where they're coming up with it, but it's probably some inside favors going on. But that's
Could be.
That's about it. So People Magazine, don't buy People Magazine. Ban it.
Yep.
Ban People Magazine.
There you go.
We're gonna make our own magazine.
Yeah. Hey, Andy, speaking of making our own,
What's that?
Congratulations. I don't know. Hey, fans, look what we have tonight.
Nice.
yeah.
We-
Cuddy
I know.
Show
Cheers.
famous mugs.
Yeah, we're moving up in the world. Cuddy D.
Boy, I'll tell
Cuddy
you,
Show mugs.
moving up in the world, I'll tell you. Good
That's
job,
right.
Cuddy D.
Well,
This is a great job, the Cuddy D Show.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you want to buy these,
$800.
all right, don't buy his. I'll sell it for $200. Yeah,
And will you sign it too?
Yeah, I'll even sign J Dog on it for you.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, I never cleaned those mugs.
Great.
Oh, my rib is hurting. Oh, you ever laugh so hard your rib hurts?
Oh, jeez.
I actually had to
Yeah,
stop
thanks
my
for that.
That went down very well.
Goes good with the pollen that's
Yeah,
already in my
and it's gonna come
throat.
out even better later
Yeah,
when it's burning
I
out.
had him in the back of his car. There's buzz all over him.
Oh, see how much fun! I hope everyone at home is laughing along with us.
Yeah, well,
Like it's emails say that people actually they're laughing their butts off watching the show.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
I mean, we make people laugh.
They
Right,
don't get
Vicky?
this kind of
Yes.
entertainment anywhere else.
Nowhere else.
You're not going to get this on any other stupid talk show on TV. Everything's scripted, blah blah blah. This show is not scripted.
This is just us.
This is just us being us, and there's no other
Yeah.
show out there like this. That's why this is the best damn show television today.
That's
That's
right.
it.
All right?
You tell him.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
right.
tell you.
All right, here we go. All right, John. John from New York writes to the show needing advice. We have a lot of people that seek our advice.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
we're about realism. So he says, he states before he met his girlfriend, she got large breast implants before he met her. He thinks they are a terrible turnoff, but he doesn't know how to tell her. I have known her long enough that the next step is marriage or nothing, he says. She walks around the house bare-chested and obviously thinks that I find her big breasts a big turn on. He says that he has faked it for 5 years. What should I do? We need to give John some advice.
Well, what did he fake for 5 years?
Liking them, like putting it on
okay.
that he likes them, and she had breast implants done before he met her. They've been together, for 5 years now. He loves her, but he just doesn't know how to tell her that they're actually a big turn. He says here they're a turn off for him.
Well,
no, what does he say?
If anything about her turns him off, then why on earth would they even consider marriage? To me, it's like if there's something about your partner that's turning you off. Like, why would you want to get married then?
Don't let it get that along.
Yeah,
It's been too long where he seeked our advice.
Yeah.
So we need to bail him out.
And if she had it before they met, then he shouldn't have pursued the relationship.
Exactly.
So you think he should just break it off with her?
Yeah, because that's not a good way to start a marriage.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's going to marry her or nothing.
Or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's
Nothing.
It's either or. There's no in between
Well,
there.
maybe John should just sit her down and just be honest with her. Be like, listen, I love you. I want to, maybe get married.
Yeah.
We've been together for 5 years. I would hope this 5 years isn't a waste of our time.
Yeah, but that's not like asking her to change the color shirt she's wearing.
Yeah, but let me ask you this though. I mean, it's like big breasts. I would assume maybe there may be a C or a D cup or bigger. I mean, listen, maybe take him down to a B.
You can't just deflate them like.
I understand, but I mean, it's like if she loves him, but why does she have him?
Well, but it was before they met, so
Well, yeah, but why does she's not? Hopefully she's not. She didn't get those.
That's a good point.
For
No.
other men
No, that's a good point.
to see. I mean, she wants to. They're going to get married. She has to please her husband, right? So listen, if you got C's or D's, bring him down to a B for your man, or else John's going to hit the bricks.
Yeah. John was probably a John anyway to get her.
Well, my personal advice, John, is listen, sit her down, tell her, listen, 5 years, I love you, I'd like to get married, but honestly, it's a turn off. And if she gives you any other answer but like, no, I'm not doing it, then you know what? Take off, John.
The boobs are me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Although I'm not a fan though of fake boobs.
Fake?
It's got to be natural for me.
Yeah,
I don't care how small they are even.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's natural.
Yeah, just
doesn't
be real.
matter to me.
Yeah, just be real, be natural.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what should we get into next? Nothing comes between a man and his porn. Might as well talk about it. And what a segue.
To go from boobs to
Here,
porn.
John. Hey, John, you still listening?
Yeah,
John
yeah.
here. Maybe you should take up porn.
Yeah.
An Oklahoma City resident went crazy after his wife took his stash of porn and dashed out of the house, police said. Daniel Kistner, 38 years old, was busted, check this out, for threatening to kill his wife, her family, and her friends if she didn't bring back his porno mags and videos. Listen.
Wow.
Listen, I'm an adult. I enjoy, some magazines and videos once in a while, but listen, I'm not going to go to the extreme and like threaten to kill my wife, her family, and her friends if I don't get them back. I mean, obviously, this guy has some mental issues.
He sounds like a real catch. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Well, just give him his porn and let him go in the corner and do his thing.
Yeah, he should be by himself all the time.
What do you think, J-Dog? You think there's some mental issues with this guy?
I would say there's more than mental issues. The guy's just friggin' crazy. Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something like, you have a wife. I mean, act out those fantasies with your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. I mean, but if you get to this point.
Yeah. No, that's too much. I'd love to see his reaction. If you get all his porn, you put him up in a pile and put a fire to him.
Oh,
just watch what he does.
Oh,
man, he'd probably go nuts.
He'll probably melt away.
Time for our last Wow.
What do we got? A few minutes left?
Three, so, yeah.
Wow, we got anything real quick? Let's see here. Let's get into. Oh wait, we got to get into this real quick. Vicky, Stacy from Belmar in New Jersey writes into the show seeking advice from Vicky here about her marriage. Here we go. She says that she is married to the love of my life for 25 years. My issue is with my husband. He has a beard I cannot stand. It's not you though. It's long, unkept, and it makes him look 10 years older than he is. It has become a real issue between us, and I am withholding sex from him until he trims it, and am no longer making eye contact with him because I can't stand looking at him. What should I do? I love him more than anyone else in the world. Shouldn't he respect my wishes? What should Stacy do?
Okay, Stacy, this is what you do. When he falls asleep tonight, you cut it off. There you go.
Simple.
He'll never know.
There you go. Very simple.
Give him a few drinks first, maybe, and then do it. He'll never know.
Pass him out.
Just like years ago, remember Lorena Bobbitt? She cut her husband's wiener off.
That's right.
But at this point, cut his his beard off.
Well,
I mean, I think if he really loves her, then he should, kind of like what we were just saying with the boobs.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's really that much of an issue, then
exactly.
he should get rid of it.
That's right. Well, we're getting to the end of the show. We're bringing back an old segment of the show we used to call Last Licks. So we're actually going to bring it back. So starting off, Vicky, what's your first Last Licks on the Cuddy D show for tonight?
Well, you know how we just had Mother's Day. So yeah, it's a wonderful holiday, great. But you know what? Ultimately, the moms still wind up doing all the work because we still have to buy gifts for our moms, our grandmothers, our husbands' moms, our husbands' grandmothers, if they're still around. So you're still buying, shopping, coordinating. Whose house do you go to? One family, both families? Okay, that's fine. My peeve is the next day, what happens? Father's Day commercials, Father's Day advertisements, and you wind up doing it all over again. You're buying the Father's Day gifts and all the different, from the kids, from the stepkids to the stepfather, grandfather. You're coordinating all of that again. And why are they so close together? So maybe I think we should move Father's Day to September. Nothing goes on in September except Labor Day. So let's move it to September so the moms could actually have a little bit of like a breather time.
Excellent. Good job, Vicky.
That's my
excellent Last Licks.
That's right.
J-Dog, what do you got?
Well, Andy, mine is more prevention. I mean, I can't, for 20 years, adolescent pregnancies have stayed the same level. And this is after all the sexual educational awareness in schools. This is after, supposedly parents talking to these kids and everything. 25,000 approximately teenagers get pregnant every single year.
Wow.
I mean, and it hasn't gone down. So what do you do? So my thing is that, so easy. Anyone can buy a condom. There's so many different things that you could do as far as prevention. And so my thing is that when are they actually going to start waking up to this kind of stuff? What do we need to do? So that's where I am. I said, you know what? Wear the condoms. Everybody be safe, be preventive.
I agree.
That's my last lick.
100%.
Or last lick them.
Last lick. Well, my last lick, since you took all my time over there, J-Dog, I'm just going to say, make love, not war. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And remember, if you ain't real, then you're nothing.